I don't want any water. I don't want any juice. I'll tell you what I really want. Just shut up and give me my whiskey! 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 In your hand, whiskey in a hand.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Whiskey in a Hammock. I'm Eric.
I'm Chris.
And today we are reviewing Redemption Bourbon.
Yep.
It was sent to us by one of our viewers.
Yeah, so we want to give a shout out to Drew. Appreciate it. Thanks for sending us this bottle.
Yeah, thanks, Drew. It's a cool looking bottle, man. We're excited to give it a taste. Should be pretty fun.
Okay.
So, yeah, today we're doing Redemption.
Redemption.
Have you ever had anything?
I have not had Redemption, and it's a newer whiskey. It's what, 42%,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 84 proof.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Comes out of Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how about you get going and
All right.
I'll pour.
Eric's gonna pour, and I'll really quick go over our process. You basically
Just opened it.
do a 3-step process. So open the bottle, pour, straight, neat.
Ooh. That smells good.
Already. Straight from the bottle, give it a sniff, give it a taste, see what, give you guys our review. Then we'll add a couple ice cubes, another, sweat just a minute or two.
Yep.
Another taste, another review, and then finally, almost like a full melt, and give our final review.
Yeah.
So,
you ready?
Yep.
Let's give it our first poke here.
yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Ooh, it smells really good. Honestly, we'll get into this in a little bit, but when I read about this and did a little research, I thought it'd be a lot more harsh than this. It smells good. Wow. That's really good.
I'm taking a little
That's
sip.
not what I expected at all. For as little as it's aged, and I was expecting way more smoke. I can actually taste it's oily, and I can taste vanilla. Like vanilla is there. I can taste vanilla. That's weird. Yeah. I've never gotten a hit like that, a smell like that, a taste like that off of another one right away, ever.
No?
Listen, it came right off the bat. It was awesome.
It was. It was definitely smoother than what I expected.
Yeah, a lot smoother. A lot smoother.
But
did you taste the oily? Like it? I don't know. It went down smoother. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess like you said, it didn't have that harsh kick to it. I mean, I can't say that I smelled anything.
It's got good legs to it too. Look at
and,
that.
and it has that like that little bit of like a caramel, flavor,
Yep.
like little
like
sweetness to it.
Yeah, for sure. Very good. Very good first taste. First nosing. Is that what they call it? Nosing?
I think so. Yeah, nose it.
Very good.
And then the finish. How was the finish?
Strong. Well, not strong. Smooth?
Yeah.
Smooth. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was fantastic. All right, so we'll keep going here.
Okay, add some ice, and then we'll do our whiskey history, which will basically the history of of Redemption.
I'm gonna take a skull.
Well, of course, you gotta do skull and crossbones.
Right. So you doing one of each?
Yeah, heck yeah.
All right.
Well, I mean, come on, we do 2 cubes, right?
We do 2 cubes. That's what we do. We're 2 cube people, I guess. Except for honestly, I don't even think
That's awesome.
I would drink that straight.
No, yeah, that is
100%.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Normally, if we wouldn't taste the way we taste, that sounded weird. If we wouldn't taste whiskey the way we taste whiskey or review whiskey, I wouldn't put any ice in it.
Well,
I thought it was very good.
Right, but what adding water or ice changes the flavor a little bit.
Right, yeah.
So,
changes the aroma, the flavor,
right.
the whole bit. Yeah.
So you might be like, what? Heck yeah! From now on, I'm adding ice after.
Right. Yeah, might be. It might be. So let's talk about the Redemption here a little bit. Okay. So it's distilled in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, which sounds odd because bourbon doesn't come from Indiana.
Right.
But there's a twist.
Right, and but who makes it? It comes from a company, MGP, and was it the?
Is MGP the company that makes it, or is MGP the Midwest Grain Products?
Midwest Grain Products. They're a
confused.
huge, they're a huge distillery that apparently make a ton of, different kind of spirits and whiskey. And so, what the two guys that started Redemption, Dave Schmier and Michael Canbar. So basically, they got the barrels of whiskey so they get 10 barrels from MGP.
Okay.
Bring it back to Kentucky. And then they dilute it, and then they age it themselves in their own barrels.
So it gets distilled in
Yes.
Lawrenceburg, Indiana, and then shipped
To Kentucky. Yeah.
Bardstown, Kentucky. Which is that what makes it? Because didn't we say something earlier about it has to come from Kentucky to be a bourbon?
Well, yeah, Bourbon County. I mean,
Right.
Did you find out? Is that in Bard's County in Bourbon County? Or Bardstown?
Honestly, I didn't even think about it till just this second.
We'll have to find out.
So we'll have to look at that. But so then it's distilled in Indiana,
right.
Sent to Kentucky, batch barrel aged in Kentucky.
Yep. So obviously, these two guys, they started the company together in 2010.
That wasn't that long ago.
No, and they obviously have gained a following, and because you asked, they have highlights and awards already. Do you know that?
I did not know that.
They
That's
got the
weird.
gold and double gold medals in 2015 in San Francisco World Spirits Competition. And if you watch our reviews, I've said that.
Yeah, we've said that quite a bit.
Yeah, never been there, never.
I think it's going on right now, to be honest with
in
you.
San Francisco.
Yeah, or there's in LA, in California somewhere.
Yeah.
I just saw a thing on Instagram.
That would be a no.
Yeah, that's a bucket list thing.
Yeah, oh yeah,
for sure.
Well, that Bourbon Trail,
right?
All those things.
Wow, yeah, we're in. Okay, so because it's.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just saying more about because that Lawrenceburg, Indiana. It was the oldest Seagram's distillery.
Like Seagram's gin.
Yeah. They make gin there, and it was founded in 1847.
And you said it was huge, this place, right?
Yeah, it's something like, I want to say 8 acres or maybe bigger. I think I said 80 at first, but
80,
that can't be
yeah.
right. It's
That's
got to be 8.
Yeah. Still, though, that's a big freaking building.
Yeah, 8. Because they make a lot of spirits.
Yeah.
For I think they make gin. I know they make whiskey.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they make.
I might have read a tequila thing.
I would
think.
Yeah, because they're huge. And the MGP is apparently huge in the spirit making, and a lot of different whiskey producers, I guess. Like obviously doing this, we find out that a lot of different distilleries will exchange barrels and make blends and stuff like that.
Right.
So that's
which I didn't realize. Like
right.
if
I was thought if you
I was
make
making
whiskey,
Eric Bourbon,
right?
I make Eric Bourbon,
right? You distill it, you make it, you put it in a barrel, no one else touches it.
Like I didn't think I'd send it to you to have it barreled. Like I distill it and send it to you, you barrel it. And now we have Chris and Eric whiskey.
Well, that was the thing. So if I had a distillery, you had a distillery, it'd be, hey, you know what? I got a barrel. I'll trade you a barrel for a barrel.
Right. Then we mash them up,
blend it. Then it's a blended whiskey.
Yeah. Right. Blended whiskeys. We'll make little Eric and Chris whiskeys. All right, sorry. So
wait, and the description of this, they call it a true reflection of America's native spirit. And do you know why?
The bourbon, or meaning the...
They didn't have a meaning.
Oh.
They didn't have a definition. But that's, is a true... Okay, well, do you know why they called it Redemption?
I did not know why they call it Redemption.
Well, they call it Redemption because George Washington used to distill rye, you know, and then, of course, rye was one of the more dominant, whiskey in bourbon.
Yep.
Before Prohibition came in, kind of killed everything.
Right.
So they're trying to redeem that quality from Prohibition.
That's cool.
So that's why they came up with the name Redemption. So they're going to redeem rye, make it big again. And obviously they have, right?
This is the second or third time that we've talked about George Washington and whiskey.
It is.
Yeah.
Right? So obviously...
Yeah, he's pretty influential.
America was founded on whiskey.
Right.
So you got to be proud of that, right?
Yeah. America. Right? Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. So then the Whiskey Revival Proclamation. They want to redeem the category and the awareness of its great American history and the incredible flavor profile. Well, and honestly, it's good.
They're not lying. It's good. It's very good. It's not what I thought at all. So, sorry, Drew, but like normally we always send out a price point. So
yeah,
this is what I put $25 to $30.
Yeah, no, I
depending on
found the
where
same
you're
thing.
at.
Yeah.
It's very good. Very good for.
No, definitely worth it.
Yeah,
I was
heck
gonna
yeah.
say it's worth it.
Yep. This right here is a 71% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley.
Yep.
And
Of course, charred in oak barrels.
Yep. American oak barrels.
Of
they
course.
said
Yes, well,
specifically.
it's a bourbon, right?
Right.
So you have to be
Yep.
charred oak barrels.
Yeah. They on a website I read that it was aged at least 2 years, but oddly enough, on the back of the bottle it says aged no less than 1 year. So
I don't know. Well, I think it melted enough. I think we should give it another taste. What do you think?
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
All right,
Little melt.
a lot of melt. Nice, I like it. I cheated. I went right in for the drink. It smells good though. I like it better the first time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well,
Seems a little watered down now.
it does. Well, no, it does. It makes it easier to drink.
Yeah.
Like smoother. So you take another sip. Obviously, after the second sip, when I did it neat, it was like it caught me a little bit.
It's not as aroma filled. It's not as doesn't smell as
Well, I'm smelling flowers of yore.
flowers of yore. Well done, Chris.
No, but it does still have the sweet flavor to it and the sweet smell.
It does, yeah, for sure. Yep.
I can almost smell it a little fruity. I mean, I can't tell you what fruit it is, but I can with adding the water, I can kind of smell that a little bit.
Like a citrus almost. I instantly thought of apricots when you said fruity.
Maybe I can see that.
There's definitely a flowery tinge to it though, for sure.
Okay, so is that it?
All right.
So now we're on to whiskey news.
Yeah, so that's it for now anyway about Redemption. And now for whiskey news.
Whiskey news.
How much would you spend on a bottle of whiskey? Like a high-end bottle of whiskey? What do you think?
Me personally, $100 because
Yeah.
I've actually done that.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I would spend.
Well, even
like
80,
100.
what Whistle Pig's 85.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I once spent $60 on a shot. It wasn't worth it.
it wasn't worth it.
No,
Oof.
I'm not gonna tell you what it was. But it wasn't that good. I had a little buyer's remorse the second after.
Oh,
but
that's not
the
good.
reason we're talking about this is because recently, a gentleman put in a bid for a Macallan whiskey, and he won it for $1.1 million.
Most expensive
For
bottle
one
of whiskey.
bottle of whiskey. 1.1 million.
Right.
And apparently this dude was like sitting in a taxi somewhere.
World record. Yeah. So
And
hey,
he's like, I'm going to bid on that.
I need that bottle.
Throw my bid in for
Right.
that. We're just going to throw 1.1 at it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, so it was a Macallan Scotch.
Right. 60-year-old.
60-year-old, which means it was bottled
1926.
in 1926.
No.
No, I'm sorry. It was distilled in
Yeah,
1926
yep.
and bottled in 1986.
Yep.
And it was, 2018 when this happened? And
Yeah.
it still,
Yep.
obviously still hasn't been opened.
Well,
So,
the interesting thing, I don't know if you found out in your research also that there was 24 bottles,
yes, 24
And-
bottles of it.
but they had the labels were done by two different artists.
Yeah, weird.
One
Each one got 12.
by Valerio Adami.
Yeah, an Italian pop artist.
Yep. Which I wasn't crazy about that label.
No.
Then,
When I first said pop artist, I thought like Backstreet Boy.
that would not. Yeah, that would not.
That's
yeah. No, that's
like
not the same.
NSYNC pop music.
No,
That's
no,
what I thought
not
about.
Even, no, not even.
I don't know, that's what I
same.
thought about. Anyway, so I instantly was like, nope.
All right.
But-
And so who designed the other label?
His name was Peter. Hold on, let me see if it's in my notes here.
I have it already.
Peter Blake,
Yep.
Peter Blake.
And why is he famous?
because he did the art for the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper album cover.
Yeah, big deal.
Yeah, huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So actually, they're going to sell another one at auction on October 12th of 2019.
Oh, really?
Yep. And it's going to be one of Peter's, Mr. Blake's designs.
Mr. Blake's?
Yep.
Well, do you know that before that, in May, 2 bottles, one of Blake and one of Adami in, I think, Dubai. Somebody sold 2 of them at the same time for $600,000 each.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So somebody
That's
bought
a steal.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Right.
That guy just robbed him. Yeah,
Right.
that was heck yeah.
Well, and the other interesting thing, they said that out of the 12 bottles of the Dami that are left, that one was lost. They think in an earthquake.
Oh no, really?
Yep. And the other one was drunk up. It's empty. It's gone. But okay.
Can you help yourself? Really?
Now the other interesting thing. Okay, so how about this? There are 25 ounces, 750 milliliter bottle of Macallan, right?
So basically this. Well, that is it. 750
Is that
mil.
the same thing?
Yep. This is a 750.
Yeah. So that's same size. So
this size.
how much do you think for a shot? 1 ounce.
Ooh.
I know, quick math.
$100,000.
No, $48,000.
Oh, I was nowhere close.
I didn't do the math. I cheated. I did it online. Anyways, $48,000 for one shot. If you were gonna price it out,
I was just bitching about spending $60 on a shot.
right?
Wow. Yeah. That's crazy. That's insane.
Now the Macallan Distillery is in the Speyside Distillery, and has been in operation since 1824.
In Scotland.
In Scotland,
Yeah.
and I had to look it up because the name where it's from is Craig Ellickay. Now, if you were to see it, okay, can you pronounce that? Does that look like Craig Ellickay?
Nope, I would say Craig Ellickay.
Right.
Craig Ellickay.
But because, I wanted to be informed, I actually looked it up online how to pronounce it. So,
Craig Ellickay.
if it's online, it's got to be true, right?
Key. Craig Ellickay.
Craig Ellickay, yes.
Craig Ellickay. Yeah. If it's online, it's got to be true. For sure.
And that it, one of it has a rabid fan base, apparently. So I've never had, Macallan, have you? Scotch?
Have we?
I know, I
don't think
it.
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've had it.
But its 50-year-old Scotch was called out in a James Bond movie, Skyfall.
The one with Daniel Craig?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember that part.
I have to go back and find it.
Yeah. Must be true. It's on the internet.
That's right.
So, going back to the auction part of it.
Yeah.
A New York auction company is going to be selling it, doing the auction.
Oh yeah.
On October 12th, and so basically, if you have anywhere from 700 to 1.2 mil,
you can buy it.
Yeah, throw your hat in the ring. And I honestly, I wouldn't be mad if you would be like Drew and just send us the bottle. I mean, we'll give it a strong review.
We definitely our honest review.
Right, honest review. Yep. So appreciate it.
Right.
Thanks. You got anything else on this $1.1 million bottle?
Nope. I think that's it.
All right. Well, let's give this the
final taste. It looks
final
like it's fully
go
melted,
here.
right?
Yep, all gone.
Yep.
A little more aroma-y.
You got more?
Yep, I got more this time than I did the last time. It's very oily still, which I like. Even watered down, it's got good legs though, right? It's not. Honestly, I was expecting I was almost expecting a Scotch flavor with how much peat, that like smoky flavor, and there's not at all.
Yeah, but this is, I think the rye. The rye makes a big difference. And like,
Yeah, so?
but you're not going to get that smoky flavor until you get the Scotch, though, right?
Well, I mean, there's some bourbons that get a little smoky,
True.
But I don't like rye whiskey so far. The one that have we done a rye whiskey? Maybe I just drank a rye whiskey.
No, that one we did, off camera.
Yeah, I didn't like it. It wasn't good. Hobnob.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not good. I didn't like it. But so I'm not a big fan of rye, And I'm not a big fan of the really smoky stuff, and that's what I was expecting from this. And it's not that at all. It's very good. It's very
well, and I was expecting because of Jefferson's. I don't know. I guess I had that bottle shape, and was kind of had it in my mind as be more of a spicier flavor.
Right.
And it's not. It's not.
No,
as
it's not at all.
Before. It's kind of toned down.
It's very smooth.
It is smooth.
Yeah.
Like I said, almost like at least a citrusy, floral kind of.
Yeah, for sure.
And it has a sweet flavor to it, and he said easily drinkable.
Yeah, I could taste vanilla. I got the flowery tones.
Right.
Yeah, I could sit down and drink this.
Yeah. No,
sure,
I would definitely put this on my
100%.
whiskey. And you know what I was thinking? Because I think in an earlier review, I said on our scale, kind of like a 1 to 5, and I think we have to expand it to 10.
Yeah, I think
1
so
to 5
too.
is too short.
Yeah, it's too shallow. Because if you in our other reviews we've done like a Maker's Mark.
Yep.
That hits pretty hard right away without any ice. For my taste, and this is far less than that.
Yeah.
Far less than that. Very good. Very, very good.
Yep.
I would recommend it.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put it?
Well, if we're starting fresh.
Yeah, starting fresh.
1 to 10, I'd give it a 6.5.
6.5?
Yep. Better than average, I think.
I think I'd go with a 7.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
7. Like you said, it was really good.
Yeah,
I think
very
$30, yeah, definitely.
right. You
worth
can't
it.
go wrong. You can't go wrong. And we were talking to a guy one day, and he was like, just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's good.
Right.
So that's kind of what we're here for. We're gonna try to get all. Or,
Sure.
We're gonna try to do our
Get what
best
we
to get a
can.
bunch.
Right. And like I said, it's interesting because Maker's Mark, that's a big name. I was not a huge fan of it.
Yeah.
I would still not rate that.
I think I like Maker's Mark because it's popular. To be honest with you.
So
and it was good.
Wait a minute. So you just want to be with the popular kids?
Well, no, but it was good. That's what you know what I mean. Like that's
Yeah. No.
yeah. I mean, it's good, but not. This is very good. I'm very impressed.
So you would rate this better than Maker's Mark?
I would.
Okay.
I would. Yep. I would.
I would agree with you there too.
Yeah, I would definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely tell people to buy this if they're looking for a good bourbon.
Yep, definitely.
100%. Yep. So I guess that's it for this. For this edition.
This review. Yeah.
This review of Whiskey in a Hammock. We appreciate it. We appreciate all the views, the likes. You can check us out on YouTube too.
Yep.
And on the website, which is whiskyindahammock.com.
Yep.
YouTube's Whiskey in a Hammock.
Yep. And of course, Instagram.
Yeah,
Facebook,
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, the whole thing. So if you like our reviews, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yep.
Check out our website. We got some merch on there. Starting off slow, but we're gonna do some merch on there. Some T-shirts, hats.
Yep.
Whiskey glasses, things like that. We'll get to that again in later episodes. But thank you. We appreciate it. I'm gonna send it to Chris for the motto. We're out.
All right. May the wind always sway your hammock, and may your glass never go dry.
Cheers.
Cheers.
See you next time.
See ya.
Not bad.
Whiskey in a